Welcome to Rider Rewind, where I will lay down my life, if it means bringing these announcements to you. Why yes, you did hear that right. Michael's back again for another Rider Rewind. I bet you all missed me. To quickly refresh you guys, this is Rider Rewind, show on the Toku Toy Store YouTube channel where we take a look at Rider drivers, engine devices, and figures announced / released in the last 2 to 3 weeks. Now that we're all back up to speed, let's begin. Alright, let's continue where we left off last episode, with the SCG Titan Sword from Kamen Rider Kuga. Last time we talked about this, we didn't know all that much yet, but now it's finally been showcased, so that means I get to give you the juicy details. The sword comes with 2 forms, the basic Titan form and the rising Titan form. In the base form, it's 90 centimeters long, and in the rising form, it's 130 centimeters long. I know they say that size doesn't matter, but wow, I can't complain about this length. Oh my. The sword is incredibly detailed, from the tip of the sword to the handle. The handle features die-cast details to give it a profound feeling while gripping it. I don't know what that means, that's just what the description said. Just like in the show, the sword can extend. You can do this by pressing a button found in the grip. If you press this button found in the grip, it'll play an attack sound. Pressing the button again, it'll switch to rising mode, and if you hold the button down for a time, it'll play the sounds for the moves Calamity Titan and Rising Calamity Titan. It can also play a sound for piercing a grongi and a following explosion, which is a very important thing to have. Next up is some grand CSM news. The CSM Birth Driver and X Unit from Kamen Rider O's have been officially revealed. That's right, O's side riders Goto and Date finally got the respect they deserve. Here's how you use it. Pop a cell metal into the top of the driver and twist the golden cap on the side, and then your Kamen Rider Birth. You can also turn into Proto Birth by selecting the mode for it. But I know what you're saying, Michael, everyone and their dog knows how to become Birth. What about Birth X? And my response is that I was getting to that, have some patience. Becoming Birth X is as simple as slapping the new X unit into the side of the Birth Driver, inserting the new core metals, Ebi, Kani, and Sasori, into the unit, and then twisting the golden cap. And just like that, you've turned into Birth X. And, unlike the movie, you get to be him longer than a few minutes. Yeah, I'm still not over that. And here we have the reason why I said that the last V-Stamp set was, allegedly, the final one back in the first episode. I present to you the DX V-Stamp Selection Demons Trooper set from Kamen Rider Revise. The set of V-Stamps is so that using the Demons Driver, you can transform into Trooper Alpha and Trooper Beta. Such catchy names. As you can clearly see, the repaints are the Spider and Stag V-Stamps, but they do have their own sound effects. And I know, repaints of toys aren't all that well loved by fans, but honestly, these look good enough to justify that. Or at least, in my humble opinion, they do. If you were sick of repaints and Revise, then I've got bad news for you, because next up is the DX Crimson Veil V-Stamp. This V-Stamp was used by Veil to transform into Crimson Veil during his battle with Kamen Rider Deathstream. Deathstream? Deathstream. Doesn't matter. Here's how to use it. You pull and hold the trigger of the stamp for a bit, then you roll the roller, transforming you into Crimson Veil. Yes, it really is that easy. After that, if you roll 3 more times and press the trigger, you will unleash a special move. If you stand the bottom of the stamp, you will unleash an even stronger special move. And if you scan V-Stamps onto the back of the roller, you get special moves for all of them! A special move for any occasion! Lastly, the V-Stamp comes with a Lancer Veil that you can activate by stamping the V-Stamp down for 3 seconds and pulling the trigger. And lastly, we have the DX Veil End Driver and the Deathstream Driver unit. Finally, I get to showcase the Veil End Driver to you guys. It took them ages to release it, but here we are. Let's get into the henshin, shall we? To transform into Kamen Rider Veil, you press the top of the Kabuto V-Stamp and stamp it down onto the driver. Then you stamp the front of the driver, transforming you into Kamen Rider Veil. To unleash a special move, you do the previous again, but at the end, you press the sides of the driver to unleash the move. Press the sides of the driver after becoming Veil, you will be able to add up to 4 Genomixes. If you press and hold the sides of the driver, you will hear various lines from Veil, just like with the Crimson Veil V-Stamp. Now, to become Kamen Rider Deathstream, you first need to attach the Deathstream driver unit onto the sides of the driver. Then you press the top of the Hercules V-Stamp and stamp it down onto the driver. Then stand in front of the driver and you've become Deathstream. The special move is unleashed in the exact same way as with Veil. Oh, and don't worry, the Deathstream driver also allows for Genomixes, otherwise they couldn't sell even more V-Stamps. Wink, wink. With that, we've come to the end of the third Rider Rewind. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking to pick up any of these items, or if you're just looking for any kind of Toku stuff, then the Toku Toy Store is a place to be. Ah, And if you somehow fall in love with me, trust me, I get it, then you can follow me on Twitter at TotallyNotMake1. I'll see you guys next time. Wait, I just realized we didn't have a single SHF this episode. Oh god, I gotta fix this, and fast! Introducing the SHF festering fingerprint fight from Elden Ring!